It said the rich don't work for money, rich don't save money, because the dollar is fake. The U.S. dollar is fake. All currencies are fake. So people talk about, well, this, the euro's getting stronger. To me, it's all bullshit. I want resources. I want gold, silver, oil. That's what, and today, Bitcoin. Inflation is here. Inflation might be here to stay. And the problem with inflation, this is my personal thing about it, it makes the rich richer, but it makes the poor poor. I mean, literally poor. And then the middle class gets hit the hardest. And the thing that concerns me is, I wrote my book, The Capitalist Manifesto, and revolution starts when when the poor can't survive, because like when you go to the store and a piece of celery is $20, and today it's oil and all this. So the question today is, what do you do? What are you going to do about it? And that's why we have the Rich Dad radio show. I think I just took a position in one of the largest gold mines in the world, in world history. And I'm very bullish on gold. We have tons. I have control of tons of gold, not just ounces. And because to me, gold has been money since God came around. Gold and silver are God's money. Bitcoin is people's money. Printing so much cash, what is that going to do to real assets? That's my question. What do you think is going to happen? Like gold and silver, they're not moving. Gold is about 1900, silver is about 25 US. Real estate's in a bubble, stock market's in a bubble. Where do you put your cash? I'm such an old guy, but this is in the old days, they would actually have these newsletter writers. So it'd be the Robert Kiyosaki newsletter.
Yeah.
And then so these miners would come up to me if I was a newsletter writer and say to me, hey, I'll give you 1 million shares of my stock if you'll pitch my gold mine. I see it today all day long, but today it's called crypto.
Sure.
I see it all day long. There is a direct correlation between bullshit and bullshit. It doesn't make any difference. I was listening to this guy pitching Cardano, Solano, DeFi, this stuff. I'm back in British Columbia, in Vancouver. So how does a person know? Do you know what I mean? How do you know? Because all these guys pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping, and the suckers just come running in. I'm going to start buying Solano, but I listen to a lot of pitches. Just the same as Ethereum, and the same as I'm glad I listened to the guys at Bitcoin. I did extremely well. But it's the same bullshit. It's the same
rodeo. Absolutely.
Yeah. There is no different. Yet it's the hottest thing you can invest in today. It's a very important program for people to listen to, because the hottest markets today are the plays against the U.S. dollar, because they keep printing more and more of it. Think about how do you play this, because they're going to keep printing money. They have to. Plus I just can't imagine. So if you're saving dollars, and we're in the biggest bubble of all time, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, biggest bubble. To me, the best investment is still silver, gold, and oil, and Bitcoin or crypto. It was a really exciting time, because gold, oil, and silver are real money. Not the dollar, not the loonie, not the Canadian dollar, not the peso, not the yuan, not the US dollar. Its resources are real money. If you understand that, and it's like, I wanted to go to the Bitcoin show for the same reason. I could listen to all these guys pitch me on why their little coin's going to hit it and all this stuff, You can learn more in a few days going to these conferences. So that's why, in my opinion, resources are the next biggest investment. And if you really want to learn a lot in a very little time, but really hang out with some better than average guys like me who sit there, who have been gone through the ringer, I still remember being one of those junior miners pitching my mine. And I was right. I was absolutely correct. We had the biggest mine in history in China, except I didn't understand country risk.
Mm.
And I sincerely mean this. Resources are the investment of the future. There's Bitcoin and there's all will be technology and all this stuff. But when Biden is in charge and the way the dollar is set up, the dollar always loses money. It's called Triffin's dilemma. If you're the reserve currency of the world, the dollar always loses value because debt always goes up. So the Fed has to keep printing, the Treasury has to keep printing. And that's why if you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which came out 25 years ago, it said the rich don't work for money, rich don't save money. Because the dollar is fake. The U.S. dollar is fake. All currencies are fake. So people talk about, the euro's getting stronger. To me, it's all bullshit. I want resources. I want gold, silver, oil. That's what, and today, Bitcoin.